Good day, gamers. Fortane here, and welcome to episode 11 of Minecraft StoneBlock. Hello, everyone. I'm well. I hope you're doing well as well. It is time for us to continue upgrading our center base here. Today, we are mostly going to be spending some time upgrading the mechanism machines and cabling that we've created so far. I want the machines to be running faster. I want them to run more energy efficiently. I also want them to be able to do more processes at once. So we've got to do some upgrades. We have to increase their capacities by turning them into the different factories. Also, like I said, I want to upgrade the cabling as well as the battery so I can have all of the different generators that I currently have at the moment just running flat out to generate all the power. Over here in the tree farm area, I currently have 74, that is 74 of these small storage crates set up. I do have to make hopping bonsais for each one to go on top. Later in this episode, probably one of the last things we do is we're going to go through and purchase most, if not all, of the other saplings that we need to be able to complete this area. There's going to be a few saplings that are going to take a little while before I can actually plant them. Ones that need specific types of soil, like the Tinker's Construct slime trees require slime blocks to be able to plant them. Also, certain things, if we take a look at, is it bonsai tree? Yeah, there we go. If we take a look at the hopping bonsai, there's a lot of stuff that you can plant in it. The standard trees, the Pam's Harvest Craft trees. The ones that we're going to have to wait on a little bit before we can do are going to be the ones from, I believe it is forestry. These ones, the forestry ones, because they are unknown genome. So I'll have to go through all the forestry stuff to figure out the information about those trees before I can start planting them. So I'm not including those in the 74 right now. Also, there's a couple things. If we look at the end of the, take a look at the end of the listing here. There's the chorus fruit on endstone, and I believe, yeah, we can also do sugarcane on dirt and sand. I'm not including that in here at the moment because I'll have sugarcane seeds in the farm, and then I'll be growing sugarcane in the garden cloche. This is mostly just for trees themselves. The extra forestry trees I'll probably put over here, and that'll be like my forestry genome discovery area. And then if there's anything else that I need to like either do manually, have another machine do, things like that, I can put it over here. But we have all of the storage specifically for just drops from those saplings. Let's see. Not much else has changed so far. The barnyard is still going. I've got a couple chickens that I've got out just to progress them up further. I still need to move the animals in the botanicarium. And then over here at the crop yards, I've gone through and fertilized all of the cropland that I currently have. It's now all fertilized dirt. It is growing super fast, and whenever I need a ton of seeds, I just come over here with the watering can and just harvest everything. So I have an absolute ton of seeds for making lots of different things. I have seeds to feed the baby chickens once I start having more baby chickens. Yeah, that is all growing and progressing quite nicely. The progress that I want to make today is upgrading these things. So to do that, we're going to need a few different things. Now, obviously, I've been just grinding materials off camera, letting the sieve run, breaking down things with the hammer, all the stuff that you've seen me do so far. I've not really done anything new off camera. I have crafted a bunch of the enriched alloys, the compressed redstone, compressed carbon, made more steel off camera because you've seen me do that already. The main things we're going to be working with at the moment is compressed diamond, compressed obsidian, and making our sets of alloys and control circuits. That's where a lot of these upgrades are going to come from. So to do that, we are going to need some diamond, which, like I said, we've been getting some on and off camera. We're also going to need some obsidian. That's going to be the main bits. And then if we head over here to mechanism, we're going to need a bunch of enriched alloys and basic control circuits. So I'm going to do these to one machine at a time just to make sure I don't miss any steps. Let me also go ahead, since I'm not, that way I'm not running all the way over here every time. Let me bring the crafting station a little bit closer, just so I can save myself a bit of trouble. I'll put it right there for now. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to upgrade the metallurgic infuser up to the highest factory we can. So if we take a look, it's going to be the infusing factory. So here's the one we have, metallurgic infuser. We need to go basic infusing factory, advanced, and then elite. So the basic factory is just iron, redstone, the control circuits, and the infuser itself. So we'll go grab some iron and redstone. Head on over. We've got tons of iron. We've got tons of redstone. Ahead and break that. Boop. Thank you. Battery is filling up very slowly. The only generator that I have running right now is the heat generator. So quick point of order before I continue on here. I realized that there is a bug with the culinary generator at the very least. I don't know if it's going to be similar to all the other generators for extra utilities, or if it's just for the culinary generator. But it is a bug that made me lose some off-camera progress before, so I'm going to point it out if you happen to be playing this mod pack. So, as far as I can tell, hoppering materials into the culinary generator works just fine. It flows into there just fine. I have to double test it just to make sure, but as far as I can tell, hoppering stuff in is just fine. If I were to say use some apple juice, place it in the culinary generator to start making power from apple juice. If I were to then attempt to shift click into the generator to like add more apple juice to it, if I already have a stack of apple juice or some amount of apple juice in there, it deletes what I'm adding to it. So say I had 12 in here and I have 12 in my inventory. If I shift click, the 12 just disappears and there'll be 12 in the generator. If I manually click and drag to pick up and then place the 12 into the generator, it disappears. That was a very annoying thing to find out. It's not a big deal in terms of I have infinite food, so the loss of food is, you know, eventually I'm just going to shift a whole crap ton of stuff into a small storage chest in this thing, and it's just going to run forever. But at the moment, I kind of care that I'm not wasting material or just deleting material accidentally due to a bug. Similarly, if I like take out half of what's in here and then try to put it back in here, it doesn't add it to it. It just deletes it. So that was a very annoying bug to find out after I'd spent a couple hours just processing a bunch of ores and chopping down trees and such. I went to go add more fuel in here and I'm like, wait a second, the number hasn't changed. That's weird. Takes them out, put back in. Oh no, takes them out, puts them back in, takes them out, puts it back in. And I end up like deleting the entire stack plus of food that was in here. Yeah, again, it's not a big deal, but it is a definitive bug that happened, and that was very annoying and frustrating because, again, it meant that I lost like a few hours worth of just processing time. Similarly, not a bug, but something you do have to watch out for is the biogenerator in mechanism, and this probably is going to be true for a lot of generators, but I noticed it specifically with the biogenerator here in mechanism. And this also caused me to lose a bit of off-camera processing time. If your battery is full, all the cabling is full, and the generator itself is full, it will continue to consume the biofuel. It will not stop like once it is full. Now, there's a lot of generators that do stop when their internal battery is full. There's a lot of generators that don't stop when their internal battery is full. Again, later on, I'm just going to stuff a small storage crate on top of this thing, shift in an entire storage crate's worth of biofuel into it, and never pay attention to it again. I'm going to have so much that I don't care. It's perfectly fine to just dump it in. And if I lose a little bit to overage, perfectly fine. Not a worry at all. But at the moment, I care. So that was quite annoying to be like, oh crap, I just wasted, quote unquote, a bunch of material in the biogenerator, and it's just consumed it without actually generating power. Blarg. Again, it's really of not much consequence. It's just my brain being my brain and caring about these things, but I just want to let you all know because the series is, supposed to be at least somewhat informative as to, tips and tricks and pitfalls of playing this mod pack. Tangent over with. Let's go back to the infusing factory. So the basic infusing factory, we create like so. We place it down just to show it. And now you see we have 3 slots in here. We can do 3 operations at one time. So we are speeding it up by increasing the number of operations it can do, but not actually increasing the speed of it, which we'll be doing pretty soon. The advanced factory is osmium and advanced circuits. The advanced circuits are simply basic control circuits with enriched alloy added to it. So we need 2 of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, like so. We do need to grab some osmium, so I'm going to grab some of that real quick. Got a fair amount of osmium, not a whole lot. Okay, advanced infusing factory. So we've gone from 3 operations at once to 5 operations at once. Very nice. Okay, to make the elite, we're going to need reinforced alloys and elite control circuits. To make those, we need, obviously, the reinforced alloy, in which case we're starting to work with the diamond that we've been harvesting up a bit. So we're going to compress a little bit of diamond here. Mainly compressing the diamond and then compressing other things that we're going to make to get the most out of it that we can. We have an okay amount of diamond to be playing around with, but I don't want to waste it. We're also going to be needing to make some obsidian dust. If we take the obsidian here and we pop it into the enrichment chamber, we get obsidian dust. So we can do that. 1, 2. Again, this obsidian was simply made by adding lava into the stone barrel with a bit of water on top of it. While this is working, I had a tank over here. The stone barrel was over there. I'd bucket out a bucket of lava, put the bucket of lava into the stone barrel with water on top, pull the obsidian out again, so on and so on. Just makes it easy to do that. Okay, our obsidian dust. We then take that and we put it into the metallurgic infuser, get refined obsidian dust, and then we infuse that into atomic alloy, or we compress it, in the enrichment chamber, we compress it to compressed obsidian, and then get more bang for a buck. So we do this, and we do this, and like I said, it's not faster in terms of like the actual speed per process, but we can do more processes at once. So it speeds it up. Water bloop. We do have to be a little careful of power because these are going to drain power very quickly. So I don't want to do too much of this at once. There we go. Go ahead and compress that. We'll compress some more diamond, and then we'll make the enriched alloys that we need. Or we'll upgrade the enriched alloys that we need. There we go. Compressed obsidian. Pop another diamond in here. How's our power doing? Power is okay. I have a little bit of power left in my shears that I can use kind of as an emergency battery. Okay. Compressed diamond. We are going to use that to make the reinforced alloys. So pop that in there. We take 8 of these. There we go. Let that process. For this, again, we need the elite control circuits, which means we need the advanced control circuits. So 1, 2, boop, boop. We've got the advanced circuits. Thank you. That's slowly making power. And then for these advanced circuits, boop, boop, boop. There we go. So now we should be able to make the elite infusing factory. That is empty. Pick it up. Bam. And... oh, I need some gold. Let me go grab some gold. Again, gold has been not exactly hard to get, but it has been one of the materials that's kind of taken the longest to get. I just haven't been getting that much when sieving. I've been getting a ton of iron and copper and such, but just not much gold. Okay. Elite infusing factory. That machine is now half complete. The other half will be actually upgrading the speeds. So if we take a look here in upgrades, we notice it has the speed upgrade, the energy upgrade, and the muffling upgrade. I really don't care about the muffling one because these machines honestly aren't that loud. And if I'm kind of a distance away from them, you don't hear them that much. Plus, I have the in-game sounds turned down, like the master volume's at 25. And yeah, so I don't, honestly, to me, it's not that loud. But if you feel like it's kind of loud, if you're near the machines all the time, you're more than welcome to make the muffling upgrade. But we can now do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 operations at once. Very nice. We're going to do the same thing to the enrichment chamber here. So we just look that up. Okay, we have the enrichment chamber itself. We're going to make the basic enriching factory, like so. We're going to make the advanced, advanced factory, which need perfect. We got the advanced factory, and now we need to make the elite factory, which means we're going to need to put this back down for a minute. It's going to fill up with power. Let's see. For the elite, we need reinforced alloys, so we need to press a diamond. I do think while I'm having this stuff run for the moment, I'm going to grab, let's see, a quarter stack of biofuel just to provide some extra power for this system. Because these are going to be some pretty power-hungry processes. Okay, compressed diamond. Boop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And I can actually just do this, and it's running all of them at once. Oh, that's so helpful. That's one of the main things I like so much about Mechanism is you can have so many of these processes running at once, and then once you have the speed and energy upgrades to them, they just... it's not instantaneous, but it goes so dang fast. Okay. Let's see. Got those. Nothing else is in here. We've got the advanced factory. We need the elite, and the elite is boop with 2 of those. Make the advanced. There's the elite control circuits, and there we go. The elite enriching factory with 7 operations at once. Very nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and enrich another diamond. And we're also going to... Let's go grab some of the enriched redstone. Or not enriched, excuse me. The compressed redstone. There we go. We'll also grab the rest of these because we'll need them. And the rest of these because we'll need them. Like I said, this is why I made up a bunch of this material off camera, because I knew I was going to need a fair amount. Okay, got that. Boop. With 8. Another 8 of those. We're now going to do the precision sawmill to the sawing factory. Okay. Yeah, because that's the one we currently have, the precision sawmill. Basic sawing factory is done. Advanced sawing factory is to the control circuits and 4 of the enriched alloys. Got it. Advanced. Boop. And then we need another process of that. Thank you for the reinforced alloys. Once again, 2 basics become 2 advanced, and 2 advanced becomes 2 elites as we make the elite sawing factory. 7 operations at once is a wonderful thing. We are gaining power. That is fine. I'm not going to put any more biofuel in there for now. Next up, we've got the crusher. We'll do the same thing as we've been doing. We need to enrich a diamond, make some more reinforced. So this is the crusher. So starting with the crusher, basic crushing factory, done. Make 2 advanced control circuits. Boop. To make the advanced factory. Then we head back over here. Compressed diamond. Use the compressed diamond. And the enriched alloy. Let me grab just a little bit. Let's do 4 of those, 4 compressed redstones, and we'll do like 32 iron. That should be more than enough for right now. We can make some more as needed, as always. Okay, thank you for those reinforced. Redstone. And 32. Like so. Please make all the things. Thank you very much. We've got basic control circuits. Advanced control circuits. Elite control circuits. And the elite crushing factory. Bam. Very nice. Crush 7 things at once for all the biofuel. Okay. That's processing well. Last that we have at the moment is the energized smelter. We go through the process to make it a super smelter. We've got the basic smelting factory done. Time for the advanced. With the advanced control circuits. Like so. Alright, those enriched alloys are all done. We must compress another diamond. Have a sip of apple juice. Have a sip of water in real life. Hydration. Always must stay hydrated. Energy cube is doing well. And let us enrich these. Oh, stretch. Take a stretch break here for a quick second while we're waiting for this to process. Right. There we go. There's our reinforced alloys. We have our advanced smelting factory. Basic circuits to advanced circuits. Advanced circuits to elite circuits to the elite smelting factory. So from here on out, what I'm going to be doing is anytime I make a new machine, if there's the ability to upgrade it to a factory, I'm just going to go ahead and when I'm building it on camera, I'm going to put together all the materials I need to just make the best factory right away. Because I now have the ability to make all this stuff off camera, because I've shown you all how it's made, I will have an ample supply of all the different control circuits and alloys and so on ready to go. So that way, when it's time to actually record and show you all what I'm working on, I can just go, here's my materials, boom, 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 process of creation, and done. Okay. So here is the next step that I would like to do. I want to upgrade these cables, the power cables, and then the battery itself. Because again, I want to make sure that I can just have the generators running and not worry about it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the cobblestone out of the cobblestone to lava generator here. Take that. I'm just going to let it run dry. Put this cobblestone away for the moment, because I don't want to lose any power that's currently in the cables. Just going to put this cobblestone over here for the moment. All right. To upgrade the cables, it is, I think, the universal cables. Yeah, these are the power cables. So we have the basic, the advanced, the elite, and the ultimate. That is simply taking the cable itself and surrounding either an enriched, a reinforced, or an atomic alloy. The atomic alloy is reinforced alloy with the refined obsidian. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll remove these cables. So, let's see. We need to compress a diamond, like so. There we are, compressed diamond. Let's see. 6, 7, 8. Going to enrich those. We're going to need to compress another diamond, because I'm going to need some blue and some purple to do this process. Okay. Perfect. So we're just going to take this reinforced alloy that we just made, take the compressed obsidian, and do the same process. That's going to create this atomic alloy. We have an okay amount of power in the machine, in the battery at the moment, to be able to complete this. This to process. Perfect. There's our atomic alloys. So compressed diamond. There we go. This has stopped producing power, so nothing over here is actually actively generating power. Good. Even my methane digester, it's got 40 millibuckets of liquid fertilizer in it. It's currently not generating anything. Okay. Reinforced alloy. So what I need to do is I need to make sure there's no power left in this cable. I want to put it all into the battery. Nothing else is processing. Nothing else is using power. Just making sure. Okay, we are good. So if we go into the battery, we go into the configurations. We've now turned both sides to inputs. if we push and then push. So what this is doing, these two sides here and here are now set to receive power. They are input sides, like that. You'll notice that the power is no longer moving inside the battery. What I've done is I've made it so that if there's any power left inside these cables, they have been pushed into the battery. Since there no longer any green coloration in here, the power level in the battery is not moving. That means all the power is now out of the cables. So it is safe to break it. Again, if you want to, it really doesn't matter if you break the cables with power in them. You will lose the power that is contained within them. I just want to point that out. But it's up to you whether or not you care about that. I personally care at least as much as I can. So, waste not, want not. But in any event, we take the basic universal cables. We now make the advanced universal cables. We then make elite universal cables. And finally, the ultimate universal cables. So this is transferring a lot of power. This is transferring the maximum amount of power this type of cable can. But if you'll notice, these also hold 320 kilojoules per segment of cable. Now, if we take a look, the battery itself has a max storage of 2 megajoules of power. Each segment holds 320 kilojoules. So in essence, with the amount of cabling that I'm going to have set up for my power generation floor, my power utilization floor, all of the cabling combined is going to be a very fantastic tertiary battery system for all the power that I'm going to be creating and utilizing. I am not going to run out of power battery space because of all this cabling. It is going to be so awesome. But we go ahead and put down our universal cables back where the originals were, like so. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So if we take a look again, the power is not moving, which means there's no energy inside, which is very good. Break all these. There we go. We'll head back over to the table. Once again, we take the basic universal cables, we turn them to advanced universal, elite universal, and ultimate universal. Now again, what I'm going to be doing in the future is anytime that I need to make more cabling, I'm just going to go ahead and make it the best cabling that I can right off the bat. I'll have the materials that when I do the initial crafting of the cable, I'm just going to turn it to the ultimates straight away. Just going to go boom, 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 boom through the crafting steps. It's now the ultimates. I don't have to worry about, oh, are these cables, I need to upgrade these cables, and then I need to upgrade these cables, and so on. Since I have the materials here, let's also go ahead and take the mechanical pipes for items or for fluids. This should be completely empty. There we go. And then the logistical transporters for items. And we're going to do the same process. Upgrade them to max. There we go. And then again, that way in the future, if I need to make more of these, and I will definitively need to make more, they'll just be set and ready to go. They'll just be crafted all the way up to the maximum straight away. There we go. Ultimate mechanical pipe. And if you take a look, it has a capacity of 64 buckets per length of cable. So if I need to be storing a large amount of liquid, these will do so in addition to all the tanks that I can make. So the biggest tanks with the biggest piping on it, super fast, super nice. Okay, let's see. We do need a fluid pipe back here. We need a fluid pipe back here. And we need an item pipe right here. Perfect. All this piping is now upgraded, which is very awesome. Okay, now it is time to do the big work. The big work is upgrading the battery itself. So we don't have a lot of power in the battery. We can turn that to output. There we go. So now the battery is going to be... The battery is empty at the moment. The power that was in it is now in these cables and is in the machines. I need to upgrade this from the basic energy cube up to the ultimate energy cube. That's going to take a bit, so let's get started. We've got the basic. We need the advanced, which needs energy tablets. So more redstone, more enriched alloy, more gold. I hope I have enough gold. Let's see. What is going to be... Yeah. I may have to do this part in stages just because I'm going to have to put power in the system to run the machines, to make things, to then make the next battery. But I also don't want to be wasting power by having it not go into the battery. Okay. So I need more redstone. Thank you. I need more gold. Thank you. Osmium. I have an okay amount of osmium. Redstone dust, gold. Okay. So let's get started. Nothing in the battery itself. Break the battery. We need 2 energy storage tablets. Thank you. There we go. We're going from 2 megajoules to 8 megajoules of capacity. Bam. Got it. Okay. The elite is 2 more energy tablets. Got it. We're going from 8 megajoules to 32 megajoules. Very awesome. And then for the ultimate, do we have enough? Just barely. Just barely do we have enough to go to the ultimate energy cube straight off the bat. Going from 32 megajoules of storage to 128 megajoules of storage. So again, this is not infinite power, not by a long shot. But I can have these machines run for a very long time and not have to worry about filling this thing up. Let's go ahead and configure all the sides. There we go. That is my input side. You'll see the little button right there. And this is my output side. You see the little button right there. This one is lit up for output. This one is not lit up for input. Okay. Oh, that is so nice. That is going to be so helpful. Just having to not have to worry about, you know, oh no, I've overloaded the system by having too many generators run at once. Oh crud, I'm wasting power. No, that's not good. There we go. Yep, this is now filling up. This is now running. And again, these are going to have, this is going to have so much power storage just for the cabling itself. It's going to take a while to even just fill up the cable. Let me go ahead and make sure, push, pull. There, perfect. Okay. Power is going. It's going to take a while just to fill up the dang cables. Oh, that's so nice. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to make the upgrades, as I was showing earlier. So all these machines are going to take speed upgrades, which increases the speed of the machine, and the energy upgrades, increases the energy efficiency and capacity of the machinery. So for the speed upgrades, it's going to be glass, enriched alloys, and osmium dust. For the energy upgrades, it's going to be glass, enriched alloy, and gold powder. So those are pretty easy to get. If we head over here to our raw ores, I should have some osmium here. Oops. Wrong thing. There we go. So the easiest way that I have right now to get the dust, the osmium ore dust and the gold ore dust, is if I take the ore chunks and put them in the right here in the enrichment chamber, I get the dust. So for example, boop, each one of these osmium ore chunks becomes osmium dust. So this is effectively ore doubling with the mechanism setup. You can get up to 5 times ore. At the moment, I'm just doing ore doubling. Don't have any gold in here, but that's okay. I have been doing this off camera because you all have seen me gain doubled ore from I need glass and I need sand. You all have seen me get ore doubling from Tinker's Construct. This is the same process. Let's see. Do I have... I should have some sand. If not, I can just hammer some sand together real quick. There we go. Thank you, my sand chicken. So now we need to smelt this into glass, and we can start making the first sets of upgrades. And as we did before, we're going to start with the infusing and work our way this way. Battery is running well. That is running well. I can actually go ahead and put the cobblestone back into the lava generator. That'll be making power. There we go. Thank you for making power. I appreciate it. Glass. So we are going to make... yes, we need more enriched alloy. That's okay. We shall make some. Let's see. Let's make... Since we're going to need a bunch, let's do 8, along with a full stack of iron. Ores, like so. Beauteous. So we have our compressed redstone, full stack of iron, and have that run for a second. We'll install the upgrades once we've actually completed this. Perfect. Sand, we get sand from the dirt. I do have some gravel that I can go to dirt to sand. Yeah, we'll wait just a moment and do that. Let's see. I believe we can actually... Yep, that's correct. So it's one of those funny things of it's a good way to do it. because it kind of stops you from accidentally making too much. Each machine can only hold 8 of a certain type of upgrade. So 8 speed, 8 energy, and so on. So when you're crafting these, you can only have 8 in a stack like that. So that is pretty helpful in terms of making sure you don't actually make, like, 25 speed at once and, like, well, I don't have that many machines. I can only use so many. We'll come over here and we'll do 8 energy. Perfect. That. Wait for this to finish, and we'll install our first set of upgrades. All right, so we head to the upgrade tab. We just shift these in, boop, and it installs them. 1, 2, we take a look right here. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Now we add in the speed ones. And no, unfortunately, there's no way to, like, reorder these in terms of, like, making energy at the top just to get them to go in alphabetical order. It just goes in whatever order. There we go. So we are running at 10 times speed, but also having 10 times the amount of power storage and 10 times the efficiency. So we're now able to store 700 kilojoules of power in the machine versus 70 kilojoules, and it's going to run a ton faster. I will show you. Let's grab some more iron real quick, and I will show you exactly what I'm referring to. So now you all saw how much time it takes to do even this many processes at once. 8 ingots. Redstone 80. Here we go. Done. So done. So fast. So helpful. And that's going to be the speed that all of these machines are going to be running at. So nice. I do need to go ahead and hammer some more glass because I'm running low on it. Let's just do 4 blocks of gravel to dirt to sand. Won't take very long at all. There we go. We got dirt. Make the compressed dirt. Boop, boop, boop. Sand. Smelt up all the sand at once, please and thank you. The battery is still showing empty because we have not even filled the cables yet. Perfectly fine. Okay. If we take a look at the next machine, the enrichment factory, it's going to say the same thing. Speed, energy, muffling, and that's it. Okay. So once again, we need 8 speeds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then grab some glass. Thank you. And we need 8 energies. Perfect. Head to the upgrades. And just to show the order that you put these in does not determine the order that they show up in here, we're going to do speed first. Show that, and then we'll pop in the energy. There we go. And now the energy upgrade. See, like I said, it's just speed is always first, then energy. Oh well. Okay, this machine is now as good as I can make it. So again, if I need to come over here and just boop, 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 bam, done. That is all compressed. If I want to make all of these 320, which is 32, like that, boop, 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 and boop, done. Instantaneous, or darn near instantaneous. So helpful. Okay. We do need more glass. So let us grab that. Make some more glass here. Make some more sand for glass. Thank you. Become the dirt. Press dirt. And sand. Oh, nope. I was using the wrong tool. I was not using the hammer. There we go. Okay. Please smelt that. Some more glass. Thank you. Have another sip of the apple juice. Okay. So again, for the sawing factory, we need speed, energy, muffling, and that's it. Okay. Speed. There's our 8. Energy. There's our 8. Go ahead and install those. And again, this will allow me to process materials, at least inside these machines, so much faster now. It's going to cut down the waiting time of waiting for things to smelt, waiting for things to compress, waiting for things to enrich. It's going to cut down on the waiting time by quite a lot. I won't be doing too much of it on camera because it's something that can be easily done, again, off camera. But I like to show this stuff off just because it's nice. Okay, so we have the sawing factory now. We'll go ahead and show off sawing some wood with it while we're waiting for this glass to smelt. Oh, we're running low on power. No. Oh, we're out of the biofuel. So let's go ahead and slap some more in here. We can just go ahead, honestly, and set up a hopper directly into here. But for now, we'll just pop in another stack of the biofuel. Oh, whoops. I see the issue here. I did a goof. I set this up. The pipe is, yeah, the pipe is not pulling lava into here. It's simply, there we go. Whoops. That's my bad. There we go. Now it's generating, energy from the lava. There we go. Sorry. Thankfully enough, that didn't waste anything. It's just been sitting here waiting for the lava to be pulled out. Anyway, biofuel into the biogenerator. There we go. Alright, we're good to go. Continue on. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. The Elite Sawing Factory. Oop, there's our wood planks with the sawdust. Let's do this much to show that off. We've got all these sticks. We take the sticks, turn them into sawdust. We then take the sawdust, as if we didn't already have an absolute tonnage of sticks, but we can take the sawdust from the sticks, put them in the enrichment chamber, and they become charcoal. So do this. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Like so. And now I have charcoal. And this also means that I get a ton more charcoal per log than I would if I was simply cooking it directly in a regular furnace. Charcoal. We can go ahead and put that away along with that, along with the sawdust. We'll process a lot of this wood later on. Okay. That is gaining power. We need to do the crushing factory, which is, again, speed, energy, and muffling. Okay, we do need more enriched alloys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is going to be 32 iron. I do already have a bunch of the compressed redstone over here, so let me just grab that. Yoink. Thank you. Okay. Grab the glass. All right, so we were on the crusher, speed, and energy. There's 7 speed, or excuse me, 8 speed, and 8 energy. Perfect. We shall install those. Oh, this will allow me to turn a ton of the crops into biofuel for energy. A lot of the extra saplings I get into energy. And there we go. Speaking of energy, do the energy upgrade. Oh, stretch. There we go. So last but not least, we'll do this once it's done. I do need to make more enriched alloys. We always need more enriched alloys. Let's do 2. That's going to be 16. If you happen to hear any rumblings outside, it is somewhat rainy out there. So apologies if it's sounding a little rainy or kaboomy or anything. Okay, lava is creating lava perfectly. This is almost completed. There we go. Rumbly bumbles. I think we can go ahead and shove in a stack of the mineral berries into the food generator. Boop. Now, what I was referring to earlier, I'm not going to do this because I don't want to experience the bug. But if I were to take out a half a stack here, I would have 31, 32. If I were to then take that stack of 32 and put it into here, or shift click it into here, it would then be 32. It wouldn't be 62 or 64. I'm not happy about that bug, but it is what it is. Okay. The smelting factory takes speed and energy and muffling as well. Not a big deal. So we'll make our 8 speeds. And we do need one more enriched alloy. So just do 16. Perfect. There we go. All right, we made the speed. 8 energy. Like so. Now we can super cook all the things super fast. Oh, stretch while I'm working for the thing. Waiting for the thing to get in there. There we go. Let that install. Oh, it has been a rainy day pretty much all day here. But that's okay. It's that time of year. All right. We now have a completely upgraded elite smelting factory. Plenty of space in it. I'm going to go ahead and put away the rest of this material for the moment. Let's see. Put these dusts right here for the time being. There's some glass. There's my enriched alloys. Basic control circuits, which I'll convert into the better control circuits and stuff, just to have plenty of them. Okay, last but not least, I would like to go ahead and purchase a whole bunch of saplings for the tree farm over there. Now that we have a fully upgraded battery, now that we have fully upgraded energy cabling, let's see. Everything is good. It's just recharging everything. Let me show off the the smelter here. Where's my food? Let's cook. What do we want to cook? Let's just cook 16 silkworms because we can. Elite smelting factory. Boom. There we go. So much faster. And that'll be food for the culinary generator. Boop. All right. I can go ahead and put away these tools. But what I would like to do is I would like to go ahead and purchase Rumble. I would like to purchase a bunch of the different saplings to have them ready for the tree farm. I do need to grab the market. We can go ahead and grab the crafting station and put it back. Set that there. Hello, Mr. Marketman, the Emerald Muncher. So the saplings we currently have, again, my seeds are not in alphabetical order right now. There's too many and there's more to get. We'll just take one of each of these just to have them so I don't buy them again by accident. Again, I'm not going to be able to get all of them at the moment, but I do want to at least get a bunch. Again, there are 72 to get. Let's see. So we've got maple, silver bell, amaranth, tigerwood, willow, eucalyptus, hopseed, sakura, redwood. We have the apple already. Almond, apricot, avocado, banana, breadfruit, cashew, cherry, and chestnut. We're gonna take my emeralds back. Let's see. I'm gonna put these in here for the moment. What I'll probably do at the beginning of next session is get all the hopping bonsais set up, and then we'll plant all these to show that off. But let's see. Last one we did was chestnut, which is right here. So we've got chestnut. We need cinnamon, coconut, date, and dragon fruit, durian, fig, gooseberry, grapefruit, and guava. We need hazelnut, jackfruit, lemon, lime. We need lychee, mango, maple. There's like 2 different types of maple. Nutmeg, and olive. We need orange. We need papaya, passion fruit, pawpaw. Don't know what pawpaw is. Peach, pear, pecan, peppercorn, and persimmon. I would like my emeralds back. Shift all of these into here. We're at persimmon right now. There we go. There's a persimmon. We need pistachio, plum, pomegranate, rambutan, excuse me, soursop. We have spiderweb. We need starfruit, tamarind, and vanilla. Not vanilla Minecraft, but vanilla as in the flavoring. Walnut, cinnamon, maple. Is this a second maple? We got the maple up here. Maple from Pam's Harvest Craft. Maple from... Okay, whoops. I got it twice. Oh, well, not a biggie. Paper bark. Do we want to grab the bushes? What is the other way to get those? Oh, that is the only way to purchase them. Okay. We'll grab a raspberry bush. Grab blueberry bush. Blackberry bush. Mallowberry. Blightberry. Duskberry. Skyberry. And stingberry. Okay, what is left? Just the vanilla ones, which we already have. Okay, so that is every sapling that we can buy from the markets. There are a few others that we can get from other methods. But at the moment, that's pretty much all of them. I will research the method of gaining the rest. I will also finish setting up the hopping bonsais, making all of the grass blocks that I need. And then next time what I'll do is I'll start off by planting all of these into their respective spots in the tree farm. And then I think probably next time we'll also get started with some botania stuff. We've been doing a lot of stuff with machinery and kind of decorating things around the base. I think I'd like to do some botania stuff, do some plant magic. Rumble Bumble. But until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you have a good day and good game.